Kia ora, I'm David Chastain with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news that high bond yields are rattling international equity markets. Good economic news is currently bad for market prices because it brings expectations that monetary authorities will keep raising interest rates. But first, US mortgage applications took another sharp dive last week, down 13% from the week before to be a stunning 72% lower than year-ago levels. That was undoubtedly because benchmark mortgage interest rates jumped to 6.62% in their highest of the year so far. The American real estate industry seems to have been effectively stalled. Meanwhile, consumers there have turned their attention to retail therapy. Same-store sales rose last week to be 5.3% higher than year-ago levels, roughly keeping pace with retail inflation and bucking the idea that things are generally grim. It seems to be only their housing market that meets that criteria. In Brazil, they're mobilising investigations into a suspected case of mad cow disease. If Brazil suddenly stopped exporting beef, that would throw the international market into turmoil and be inflationary everywhere else. In Australia, their wage price index rose again in the fourth quarter of 2022 to reach its highest in a decade. That's the good news. The bad news is that wages are rising at only half the inflation rate there, so Aussies are suffering a sharp loss in real wage levels. US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.90 and down 4 basis points from this time yesterday and off its recent highs. And the price of gold will open today at $1,832 an ounce, and that's down $2 from this time yesterday. And oil prices start today down $2 as well, at $74.50 a barrel in the US, while international Brent price is now at $81 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 62.3 US cents and very little change from this time yesterday. But against the Aussie, we're 1 cent firmer at 91.4 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're almost a half a cent higher as well at 58.7 euro cents. That all takes our trade-weighted index to 70.4 and a 50 basis point rise. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chastain. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.